No, sir. I've quit drinking.
You've seen the error of your ways.
No, I just can't afford it.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
Yes, sweetheart, I have a rare condition which requires me to drink one of those every 15 minutes, please.
Yeah, well, give me a fucking drink. Move it, you little prick.
I'm sorry, Bruce. These boys get that syrup in them. They get a little antsy and they're pantsy. They just can't keep them under control.
Cheers. Welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2, where I'm your host, Jay, co-host Brian. Reel Bro Fan Kev is joining us today. Gentlemen, bros, how are we doing?
All right.
All right.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Very good. Good. Last podcast we did was I Am Iron Man. All right. Iron Man. Well, starting out the Marvel Cinematic Universe, how to go with a... Why? Is the volume low?
No, I can hear okay.
I can raise up your headset. So that's what's going on. You're on 3, 2. How's this one? Talk now. Can you hear it now?
Yo. Better.
No, it's probably the volume. You're on 3, right? I put you on 3. Yeah, it was low.
On the 2s and 3s?
Okay. You could have brought this to my attention before we started the podcast because I was checking shit when we were talking. Anyway, I digress. Fucking Brian.
Fucking shedding hair all over the equipment before we started.
Yep. There you go.
Reel Bro Fan Shane is supposed to join us tonight, but his significant other is a little sick. Must have been the burrito she ate. What was it?
Filet-O-Fish.
Filet-O-Fish.
Surf and turf style.
Why would you get a Filet-O-Fish? That's disgusting.
It's Passover.
It's Passover. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Kev, your thoughts on Iron Man, real quick.
One thing I don't think we brought up enough in the podcast was Jon Favreau and just basically launching the whole franchise also, and him being able to stick on as Happy Hogan the rest of the way too.
Yeah.
Not franchise. I mean like the whole Marvel MCU. So
yeah, I would like to say as much as him and Kevin Feige, whatever you pronounce his name, but Jon Favreau had pretty much started it all.
Yeah.
Then Kevin came into like taking credit for the rest of the stuff, but yeah. He started it all, and he was great with everything.
So I wonder how much they had planned ahead of time, because they do make the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. joke throughout the movie, too. So I wonder like how much they were planning on like building on that as they went through.
I put
when they had the long name and everything else. Yeah.
Oh, we lost something. They probably had storyboards.
No, it's my phone because it interferes with the microphone. Now it interferes
they probably
with
got tons and tons
He's
of...
also got to be in... right there with Robert Downey Jr. with how many movies he was in for Marvel. Like, granted, it was just small...
Yeah, small cameos.
Small little roles. Like... have the same character, but he had it. He was in Infinity War.
He was in all 3 Iron Mans, obviously.
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
he was in all 3 Spider-Man.
Well, there's 4 now.
So that's 6.
I don't even remember.
No, there's
3. So that's 6.
6 movies. And then he was also in.
Dumb.
I don't think he was in Avengers.
Maybe not the first.
He was in the first one. I think he was.
He's in Infinity War.
He was in Infinity War. Fucking computer.
And then he's in Endgame.
Amateur fucking hour tonight. Jesus Christ.
So that's 8 movies.
Yeah, so that's 8. He probably got 10. He might have been throwing something else in there. He might have been. Was he in Ultron? I can't remember. Maybe not. Maybe just 8.
I don't know. Either way, that's more than a lot of other people.
Yeah, a lot of the other ones. So he did very well. So that's going on. So all right, moving on. Tonight's podcast, Kingpin, one of the Kingpin of the '90s, one of the best comedies of the '90s. I think, in my opinion, I
would say it's up there.
It's great. So. Sports comedy movies, because it's a fucking bowling movie. All right. So before we move on, okay, there we go. I couldn't find the fridge. It's been a while. So let's talk about the booze that we got on tonight's podcast. Brian brought this one. He went to alternative ending to get this. So it's very nice.
Yeah, from our friends at Alternate Ending, the ad Madawan. So this is a beer. Very, very rare do we ever find a beer that actually fits the movie. So obviously the main characters in the movie is Roy Munson. The name of this beer is called Munson. So we obviously had to get this beer for this movie. It's an American amber lager. And the percentage here on this beer is what? 5.5. But that's like what you really get for like ambers. You're not going to get anything more than maybe a 6.
Yeah.
So, Very smooth. It's a nice throwback can. We were all talking about it. It looks like it's from the time period of the 70s when this, the beginning of this movie starts.
It's got the prosthetic hand in the ring.
Yeah.
On the can. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's just it's a solid beer. It obviously goes perfect for this movie. It just fits it. Jay said it before, like this is what you would think a beer would taste like for this movie, and yeah.
So I'm drinking this beer. I'm like, this is this movie. Like if I were to put this movie in a can, this is exactly it. Alternate ending. This is great. You paired this very nicely in how it's done. So I wouldn't say it's like one of the best beers I've ever had, but it's
No.
It's enjoyable. It's
Very, very fitting.
yeah. So.
It's the profile I'm getting is Schlitz, basically. It's the can style and the way the beer tastes. It's like a high quality Schlitz. I guess.
like
Whatever's free.
Park.
Yeah. Whatever they're giving away at Court Tavern that day.
Okay. All right. So moving on. So background. Kingpin is a 1996 American sports comedy film directed by Peter and Bobby Farley, and written by Barry Fano and Morton Nathan, starring Woody Harrelson, Randy Quaid, Vanessa Angel, I love you, and Bill Murray. That's a little creepy right there. It tells, or trying to get the Beavis and Butthead. So it tells the story of an alcoholic ex-professional bowler, Harrelson, who becomes the manager for a promising Amish talent. Just the premise alone is stupid as shit, but it's great. It was filmed in and around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as a stand-in for Scranton, Amish country, and Reno, Nevada. So the film was released on July 26, 1996, with a budget of $25 million and grossed $32.2 million.
A budget of $25 million for this?
It was all Bill Murray, probably.
Yeah, it was probably all their. It was all those bowling pins, man. That rose ball at the end is probably $5 million.
That prosthetic hand probably cost a pretty penny.
Yeah, that was a real prosthetic hand. It's not like those. All right, $25 million for this kind of fucking thing is crazy.
Jesus.
And they barely broke them. This thing became a cult classic. Like,
They had to pay to shoot in Amish country, probably, I guess.
Yeah.
They had to save the farm.
Yeah.
They actually needed that $500,000.
That's exactly what happened. All right, so let's see. Rotten Tomatoes, 49% on the tomato meter, 69% audience score. IMDb gave us a 6.9 out of 10. Metacritic, Metascore, 43 out of 100, but a user score of 8.1 out of 10, which is very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Okay.
I may have thrown a couple names on there and just made up shit. And then no, I don't got that kind of time to do that. But crazy, right? That finally the Metacritic score, the user score, is actually, which I totally agree with on this movie. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you think on this?
I feel like that's pretty accurate. Like, obviously, it's not going to win any Academy Awards here, but it's actually kind of funny. Like, Bill Murray and like Woody Harrelson are probably two of the better actors we have nowadays. But judging from this movie, you would have never guessed that some of the career choices they've made from this. But whatever. It's a Farrelly Brothers movie, and at this time, these guys like literally just did like a Murderer's Row with Dumb and Dumber. There's this, and then there's Something About Mary. So it's like trying to figure out which one's the best out of all three of them. Like you could make the case for any of them. I laugh at all of them. But this movie's just hysterical. I remember watching this when we were younger, and I just fucking laugh every time it's on. And it's the definition of like a rewatchable movie. You could just pick it up anywhere and just watch. And it's he just fucking wakes up and drinks a Jack.
Puts his hand to the back. I tell you know what? Out of those three, I would probably say because I watched this recently. Is that this one's number one? There's Something About Mary number 2, and Dumb and Dumber maybe number 3.
I think that's probably my rankings. Like I used to like Dumb and Dumber the most.
Yeah, I would probably put that before There's Something About Mary. Because sometimes Something About Mary kind of pisses me off.
I work with retards.
Yeah, that guy, I don't know. He annoys the shit out of me. That actor. I never really was a fan of him.
Who, Jeff Daniels?
Is that who it is?
Wait, no, he's talking about the guy in Something About Mary.
No, there's Something About Mary.
Oh, Matt Dillon?
Yeah, Matt Dillon.
Yeah, Matt Dillon.
From The Outsiders?
Yeah. Something about me. I feel like he has a punchable face, especially in that fucking movie.
Well, because he gets those fake teeth.
Yeah, I probably. I just don't fuck. Anyway, but that's like, whatever. Go ahead.
No, I'm good. Yeah, but I give it like an 8.5, 8.59.
Okay, Kev.
So this and Caddyshack are probably my two favorite comedies ever. So I know it's not a 10, but fuck it, I'm giving it a 10 anyway.
Yeah, that's on my scale, huh?
I love this movie. It's got everything for comedies. It's got the dialogue is fucking great throughout. It's got a lot of sight gags. This whole thing, the beginners are fucking ripping everything apart with his hook hand. it goes throughout. Like even when there's not times there's dialogue, all the scenes are just random dumb shit happening in the background or right in the middle of the screen. It's like, oh, this is great. Physical comedy, gross out. It's great. It's great.
Yes.
And for my rankings, I like There's Something About Mary, but it's never been that far up there for me. So I'd probably go this one, Dumb and Dumber 2, and then Something About Mary last. But
Okay.
not saying they're all bad. Or
No. But you can make a case for any of them.
They can't all have a scene where you
I
fucking
forgot.
jerk
The
off
fat
and bull.
guy is reading Asian Brides,
Yeah.
a magazine.
I noticed that watching this too.
in the bowling alley. Oh my! The guy behind the desk.
Obviously, there's not a lot of people bowling on a probably Tuesday afternoon.
That's great. Yeah, I'd have to agree, Kev. Like, it hits the trifecta of all the comedy, visual. Excuse me, I'm burping. Whatever else you said, I forgot all about right now. The Asian Brides magazine thing just got me way before the internet. So, like this is one of my favorite comedies of the '90s. It's tough because what else was there? Was Dumb and Dumber and it was like '92.
Dumb and Dumber's like 95.
Was there? I get that a year, just that. There was
Yeah, no, because they were like all like year after year after
This is
year.
96, right?
It's
not the next
I
one.
would say so. Because this is PG-13 is when it came out, so it
Yeah.
wasn't R-rated. So it's very tough. It's a great PG. Well,
But there's a lot of good comedies that came out in
Yeah.
the 90s. There's Dumb and Dumber.
yeah. If we go by
Tommy Boy.
that's why I'm going by like ranking stuff like that. So like PG-13, I felt like this was funnier than as much as I enjoyed Tommy Boy. This is like those. This is a funnier, like it's better throughout. I'm laughing my ass off throughout the entire time of this movie. I'd have to agree with all that. Like the rated R comedies when we go into, I think American
Pie was
the one that I'm thinking of as like probably.
You got
So
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore was rated R.
That's rated R?
It's got to be. There's a lot of F.
There's a lot of cursing in there.
Piece of monkey shit.
Yeah, while they
I mean, they beat them all out on the PGA broadcast. At least.
Suck my white ass ball.
Yeah, and Billy Madison was there and stuff like that. So those are rated R. But for a PG-13, this thing is great. So mine's a 9.9 on my scale on this. I'll give it for Kev with the 10 out of 10. But I forgot how good this fucking movie is. All right. So that's the reviews there. So let's get into it. Let's go to favorite scenes, man. What we got here? Favorite scenes. Who wants to start? Kev, you want to start? Your phone's, I can hear the background a little
I'm
bit.
trying to keep it away.
Nah, it's fine. The listeners, you out there, you're not going to hear it. I am, though.
All right, well, screw you guys. Bring it right up to the top. I'm not going to give it the whole scene, but one of the favorite things that happens in this movie for me is literally the first fucking minute where little Roy Munson is running over the fucking
Oh my
defensive
god.
face
Movie
plants.
gets me right from the beginning. I'm like, yep, I'm in on this movie.
Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great.
Before you jump in, when I first saw this movie and I saw the fucking kid fall over that fucking fence, I laughed. It reminds me of South Park with the stupid the puppet doing the puppet. And the little kid going, Farisha. I was in tears. I was in tears. I go, this is going to be a fantastic movie. If you get me within laughing and end in tears within the first like 2 minutes of the movie, I know it's going to be great. I wish I would have seen. Imagine I'd seen this in the theater. It would have been great. I probably I would have got kicked out. But I would.
I saw Dumb and Dumber in the theater, but I did not see.
He's bending his. I can't look. Here we go. The physical comedy.
And then it just flicks back.
It's also one of the best lines in the movie coming up. You suck. You don't deserve a car.
I love that. You suck, you loser.
So as always, we had the movie on in the background, and Munson's bending. He's trying explaining Ishmael how good of a bowler he is. And he's bending his prosthetic fingers back.
The kid.
It's not that
Don't do it. That'll come out. Don't worry.
Treasure the special. All right, Kev, go ahead. We're stomping all over you.
It's weird because it's hard to break down different scenes because the next scene I have is I just have the whole big urn and Roy Munson introduction together. So when they first meet at that first tournament, and then him like fake taking him under his wing.
They're odor eaters.
Yeah, but it's there. The whole scene at the gas station, restaurant, and then the whole gambling scene. So I just kind of lumped them all in together.
The next like 10 minutes or so.
Because that's all like that's the preamble to the movie. That's all in the past, and then it just jumps to before with the fucking Cat Stevens. It's a beautiful morning.
I feel like we have the same notes going on.
So then I have first meeting Roy 17 years later, and then right now
I know the guy in the chair, the homeless or whatever, pussy.
How's life? Taking forever.
It's dark shit. I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
I love that guy. You know what? I'm gonna have to change.
Can
my
you get
answer.
sick drinking your own? Can you get sick drinking piss?
Yeah, I think you can.
Even if it's your own. I go to Amish country, so I just have that all lumped together also. So when Roy first goes there, trying to convince Ishmael that, he can, take him under his wing. And, probably, I don't know. It's hard to figure out. I don't even have best quote or best scene listed on. I think it's going to be winging it later because I can't figure out what I like the most out of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
But we don't have a cow, we have a bull is probably the best sight gag from the film, probably. I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
Took a little while to get her going, but whoa.
And pow! All at once. Oh, fucking gross.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I'm gonna jump all the way to the hotel fight. So when they're trying to sneak out, you must have a wide foot. You got both of them.
The Jolly Jumper.
There's a shit cloud coming.
I think it's
That's where the money went. The special effects
For the fake
Is
tits.
that-
with the tits going both.
Oh my god! Before we jump in, this reminds me of
It's all prosthetics in this movie.
we watched this movie with our neighbor Tony. Remember that?
Yeah.
Brian? And when that scene came up, and this was probably our 5th or 6th time watch. Just be like, Tony, you have to watch this movie. Because I was
dying.
actually talking to him the other day about something about his car that's going on. So I was informing him, and then I remember that scene and him go, "Oh my god, he's punching the tit and the tits go." It was great, which made it even funnier. So, go.
Like right here, you're a genuine hero. And now she knows. She's like,
No.
and the music is great.
Oh god, that's rough.
And just for the last one I have is it's a long scene also, but it's basically said the whole tournament from start to finish. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on, like leading into Reno and everything else, but just from the time the tournament starts all the way through when it ends. And I don't even need the end scene where they go back to wherever he lives afterwards, and he's got his Trojan condom endorsement. just cutting out for him just screaming, "No!" at the very end. So those are the scenes that I have.
I got you, Brian. What you got for us?
There's not much to add from there, but this scene is hysterical right now that we are.
Oh god,
He ends up having to sleep with her, and he's just
it's rough.
So she is also definitely in Something About Mary.
Yes.
She's Magda.
Yeah. Oh, that's disgusting.
But she's hysterical in this movie.
Yeah.
But his reaction was perfect. But like I said, they picked perfect songs for this. So like the Hello
was thinking-
Darkness, My Old Friend was just,
Soundtrack is pretty good throughout.
Yeah.
So
so there was that. Kev did mention the one, like I don't know if you're technically calling that like when he's telling him he sucks, like he's trying to convince him. Is that part of your
no, I think it's more right now where he's actually going to
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So when he's
Yeah,
trying
the whole introduction to Ishmael is good.
Yeah. No, I heard it. So yeah, that part is good. Then there's just very quick little scenes in there, like
A lot of montages.
yeah. So the bar scene with Roger Clemens randomly.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want to dance? You trying to dance with my girlfriend?"
Yeah. That's
You don't mow another man's lawn.
Yeah.
That's where the budget went to. Roger
Okay,
Clemens.
Roger Clemens, yeah.
He's about 10 mil.
Yeah. You want to kiss something, Goldilocks? Kiss these.
I forgot about that.
And then all of a sudden, like,
He said handsome, not handling.
yeah, fucking Munson just looks at him. He's like, "Oh shit, we're in a lot of trouble." And he just fucking, the first time watching it, when he decks him, fucking die. You don't know. You don't mow another man's lawn. You freaky piece of shit.
You didn't have to have beers with him afterwards.
I didn't want him to think we were in cahoots.
Never saw that coming.
You made it clearly obvious when you rubbed Tabasco in his eyes.
Oh, Mr. Munson, if I could see you, I'd kiss you.
Oh man! So then, right here, I love this part with you're meeting the family and the grandmother with the fucking beard.
Yeah. Oh god.
So then they meet Brother Roy or Brother Hezekiah. So then he's going around. So what he's like? So like, what happens? Like, nasty cheese grating incident, and then the grandmother just like.
I know I'm probably slow. This is the first time I realized that he's also just doing an Irish accent because it didn't pop up. He says, "Oh, top of the morning to you."
Yeah. I think probably on my 6th or 7th playthrough, I'm like, wait a minute, why is he Irish as a fucking Amish guy? Dumb fuck.
So I'm gonna do the other scenes in there that I truly enjoy, even though I guess. Well, it comes in the end, but it's they're both towards the end. Are the Bill Murray commercials?
I forgot about that.
Deeper, Jonathan. Sometimes when I wake up, Mr. McCracken's already here, and every mom is a fucking smoke show. Jesus.
Yes.
So there's that, and then I do like what's. Like the montage of them, like when they're all together, like, and they're just like going through, and they're trying to look, the montage of looking for Ishmael, and they go to the snake place. I don't know why this one makes me laugh so much, but it was just like, they're like, yeah, I offered the guy a job, and you think he took it? No, son of a bitch. And the snake
he's
comes
afraid of
out.
snakes.
Snake comes out to bite the guy, so he pushes Vanessa Angel in front. He's like, he's and the guy just bites. He's like, I can put you in my stew.
He bites the snake back. That's right. I fucking forgot about it.
I don't know why. I
It's so
fucking love that. It's so stupid, but yeah, those are the scenes.
Those stupid
that I-
scenes. Like I pretty much have all the main ones.
And then, of course, obviously, take it, be calm like the kid back there.
Oh god, yeah, he's
The getaway.
I pretty much have the same stuff too. I would have to say any scene Claudia's in, she is smoking. She was my 90s crush. And then one of my favorites is when Ishmael is asking about the testicles of the bulldog and he's taking a shit in the urinal as the camera pans out.
You think for those prices you get both testicles?
He's like, I don't know why you're fucking he's telling me you look
I can figure things out on my own.
and you see him with the newspaper and shitting in it. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god, that's great. All right, so that's I got for scenes. Again, Final Bowling scene, fantastic. But so let's just can we talk about the bowling ball with the rose in it? Like what do you think with Ernie McCracken? What do you think that signifies, or what it means? Like what would your bowling ball be if you were in that situation?
So does it have to be like a clear bullet ball with something in it?
No. It could be whatever you want. What do you think?
Well, it's a tough one.
It is, right? That's a pretty good question right there, right?
Can you somehow just get a skull?
You could. Oh, just a skull is roll down the fucking.
I mean, it
lane.
has to be polished properly to make.
Oh
sure
yeah,
that
there's no way he's
rolls.
gonna make it. You're not knocking down shit.
I don't want it like slamming around all over the
Yeah,
place.
just bumping all over the place. So, Brian, what would your final bowling ball be for this?
Are we keeping it movie themed for this movie?
No, you could be anything you want.
Because I was gonna make the landlord lady.
You gonna chop her head off and use it as a fucking have her face in there? Okay. A little tough to be.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Well, Jay's is probably just the Captain America shield. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It would probably be in there. Fuck.
It comes back.
I throw the fucking ball down and it comes back. It's like what? I get to go again because the ball came back, right?
So the ball's obviously gonna be red, white, and blue.
Yeah. All right. Fuck. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a It's a good question. I have to think about that.
I say maybe we'll come back. All right, so moving on. Favorite quotes. I guess I'll start. What's going on this? As Kev said earlier. Morning. I hope you don't mind. I got up a little early, so I took the liberty of milking your cow for you. Yeah, it took a little while to get her warmed up. She's a stubborn one. Then pow, all at once. And then as I like the landlady where it's like, what is it about good sex that makes me have to crap? I guess it's all that pumping dump. You really tried something loose, Tiger. Pumping dump.
Phenomenal.
It's fucking disgusting. You just see Roy go, ugh.
Must be all that pumping. That's what they call the old pump and dump.
Ishmael, hey, everybody, there's a shit cloud coming. Run for your lives.
I think I could smell it.
I got one for Roy and another Roy. So what I mean is, I'm able to have children. Nasty cheese grating accent as a young man.
The grandmother just shaking the head.
Yeah.
She knows.
Then I like the Ernie McCracken. Keep them coming, sweets. I got a long drive.
It's great.
Do me a favor, will you? Would you mind washing off that perfume before you come back to the table? And then I got Roy. Another Roy one. He goes, Mommy, you must have a really wide foot because you got both of them.
The way he says "mommy" is phenomenal.
There's no way I could ever. That's someone who definitely got kicked in the nuts. I can never repeat that. Then Claudia, he said handsome, not handless. You're on a gravy train with biscuit wheels. And then another Ernie, he's talking about, he's like, hi, not you. Hi. Fucking with the other girl.
Was I talking out loud?
I'm sorry. Good luck.
Yeah, I think
Munson
Munson.
beers.
I think.
I'm ready for it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I think Ernie McCracken has the most quotes because he's just fucking
hands down.
hysterical. Because I like when he pulls into the gas station. Oh, I'm sorry, Fatima. Did I wake you?
Yeah, everything is golden. But, like,
It's like if he slams the door into Roy and just goes, "Hey, watch the door. why don't you pump the tires while you're there, kid?"
Check the tires, huh?
why do you have sugar inside you? That's my morning coffee. I tell you, call me Earl. Or
Then
Didn't I tell you? Call me Ern or Big Ern.
Then once again towards the end when they reunite with seeing Big Ern, he's like, it's a small world when you got unbelievable tits, Roy. Talking about Claudia. Yeah. I know you remember, baby. We had some good times in Chicago. I'm in 1103.
I just love when I'm jumping in, but it's right there when he also was like, I've thought my entire life what I'd say to you if I ever saw you again. Oh, I bet. Just fucking blows him off. Like, I said I was sorry. I meant it.
How long has it been?
Year for every topping on the table.
Yeah, right.
I feel like this movie, like,
You pick up that spare, I start losing my hair.
truly made like Bill Murray in my eyes. As much as I loved him in Ghostbusters, like when I see him in this one, like he was great Caddyshack, Ghostbusters, but then when he takes on this role, it like elevated him to another level for me for some reason. I'm like, this is fantastic. He's like, because he was always like a likable character going on, but he's like a douche in this one.
Yeah, so he does Scrooged and Groundhog Day, where he's like the douche character in those also, obviously. So great douche, phenomenal douche.
Yeah.
Is that feminine hygiene spray?
How about New Beginnings?
But like in Scrooge, like you kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But in this one's just like, oh man, it's so good as him great. All right. Anyway, who quotes guys going on? What else you got there? Kev, you want to go? Brian's throwing a bunch of.
Well, then
You can keep going if you want.
Well, no,
this is not where I have like the whole script here again, so I could take forever if I need. So.
I got all night. I'm off these next couple of days.
Ishmael just with like his random quotes in there, like flossing.
Where did I get Munson from?
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that one. Yeah, Munson out of nowhere. What do you mean? All right, go ahead. What else we got? I know you're watching.
The Roy Munson. You suck, you loser. You don't deserve a car.
Brian, the movie's fucking distracting.
Yeah, no, I know because I also like the movies. All right, I'm good.
All right,
So, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, we're not getting much mercy here tonight. Well, you guys, you got to forgive me. You see, Bowling for Money It's my only vice.
Still-
Okay, two vices.
Still very
All right,
good,
that's
Father.
Still very good. This love afterwards, like, Father, please do something. He's like, yeah, right. I'm a priest, like you're a dictionary salesman. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just scrolling through everything that I have in there also. So, you know what it says in the Bible about not forgiving people? Why don't you tell us what it all says, Brother Hezekiah? It's against it.
Yeah, it's against it.
God bless. This is a great one. God bless my brother to be a great carpenter. Well, he blessed you too. Let me give you a clue about what it is. It's round. It's got 3 holes, and you stick your fingers in it. You leave Rebecca out of this.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, here's the Munson thing. Whoa.
Yeah, sooner get Munson out here in the middle of nowhere. I just like a lot of the back and forth between. He's like, oh, there's no way I can bet. It's against my religion. I was raised not to be a gambler. He's like, no. Hey, listen, you stupid head. You don't have to bet. I'll bet for you. Oh, okay, that's cool. And just moves on from there.
What do you think cigarettes are?
Yeah. Why would they lie to you? If you're dead, you can't smoke anymore. Was what I don't have it written down there, but whatever. We're improving. Anyway, whole dictionary salesman. You don't have to read them to sell them. It's like, oh, well, I don't want to gamble because I'll lose my entire bonus check because I'm so bombed. You always get that way drinking ginger ale? Nah, he was huffing glue in the parking lot. Nice going, De Niro. It's Steve.
It's Steve.
Oh, man, I don't want to tell him, but with those narrow hips, that girl couldn't have more than 6 or 7 children.
He's laughing.
One of my favorite quotes that I think, it's not the best quote in the movie, but I think it comes up a lot when we're doing other random shit. Open frame in the 10th, I was robbed.
Yeah. This you gotta admit, this movie alone has a ton of quotes that we use a lot.
Yep.
Could this be the most quotable movie we use? I think. I would say, April says leaning towards yes.
It's up there for sure.
I mean, the next 2 I have are ones that come up every night. Well, I know I at least use one of them pretty often. So we got, Tennessee, Kentucky, find the meat. Deeper, Jonathan. And then right afterwards, who you calling a psycho? Let's see. Oh, yeah, and then just the end of the movie. Finally, big earners above the law. I can get out of this. I can buy my way out of anything. You were so cool. Was there any pressure? Yeah, there was pressure. I didn't want to get beat by a guy with a hook. And scene. That's all I got. So.
What about the other one with the woman's a stone cold liar? I pulled out of her way early.
I pulled that way early. Also, I didn't have it, but it's like, oh, so what have you been doing for the last 17 years? Drinking. Are you still drinking? No, I gave it all
it's
up.
behind me.
Why, are you buying?
He used to be in the fucking report. Why are you buying? That's fantastic. Okay, all right, gentlemen. We're going to finish up this podcast when we come back, so let's take a quick break. It all comes down to this role. Roy Munson, a man-child with the dream to topple bowling giant Ernie McCracken. If he strikes, he's the 1979 Odor Eaters champion. He's got one foot in the frying pan and one in the pressure cooker. Believe me, as a bowler, I know that right about now, your bladder feels like an overstuffed vacuum cleaner bag and your butt is kind of like an about to explode bratwurst. And we are back at Reels, Booze, and Bros, aka RB2 podcast. All right, let's finish up this podcast, boys, and see what we're going on. All right, movie awards. Best quote.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You bottle that up, you got something sweeter than you. That's this entire movie right there.
I don't know, man. There's so
You can't. There's nothing to go wrong in this Thai movie. It was probably the toughest thing I can come up with. This is like the first thing that comes to my mind is just because it's the stupid opening scene, the little boy fucking falling.
Be calm, like the kid back here.
Yeah. And all the other quotes are this is the hardest movie where I can find a quote where we can we've had other ones where there's lots of quotes that can be the actual movie, but this one there's not one actual quote where you say you can lean towards that for the actual movie. That's just my opinion. There, I got a burp again. All right.
Well, I'll just say, my personal favorite is just when he fucking screams, "Who you calling a psycho?" in the middle of the bar when no one's fucking looking at him. I think the most memorable quote in the movie, at least for me, like when I think of this movie, the first thing I think of is we don't have a cow, we have a bull.
That's true.
That's the first thing I think of.
Giant cloud of shit.
I
think I could smell it.
I know. Fuck. It's tough. Anything can go in this.
Yeah, I think there's too many to just go with just one.
Yeah, it's not like they say something like twice in this movie that can kind of go with it. And everything's totally different, and that's it. So, oh, well, thank you, lovely. He didn't say handless. He said hands. Oh, here we go. All right, best scene. I know. I love mine. My favorite scene is the Jolly Jumper Motel, from the start to finish. Talking about going in there, they're talking in the room, and then they're going to the talking about the shit cloud, and then him fucking punching Claudia in the tit, and then Claudia kick him in the fucking nuts, and him going down. Oh, I love that entire scene. I'm dying laughter throughout the entire scene. I don't know what you guys think. Anything else different? Something same?
I've got from the minute he steps onto the Amish farm until he leaves. There's a lot of great lines, great gags. Just even the first thing we talk about the fucking Irish accent instead of whatever Amish is supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
She's great in accent. We didn't even talk about him sawing Buttercup's hooves off.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. He said change their shoes.
All right, where do you keep the new ones?
Oh my god, that poor
The biggest, strongest horse in the county.
That the whole barn raising scene. I don't know where you come from, but we don't run as soon as the dinner bell gets rang.
Yeah. You're here with the children first. It's great.
Oh, it's like this weird random sight gag when they're sitting there, they're throwing the hat around, the girl gives it back to him. Just randomly, the one fucking kid just fucking punches him right in the nuts.
Yeah.
Sitting there.
That is good.
Yes, I have the whole Amish country scene is my favorite.
Again, that's another good one. You can't compete with that either. Okay, Brian, what do you think? Something different?
For favorite scene?
Yeah. I know it's tough.
Man.
Yeah, come on. I
don't
can
know,
see that.
this
I can
one
see the hamster wheels.
This
turning.
one right here is pretty good.
with Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
And at the bar, or no, I'm sorry, at the diner.
At the diner. This is one of the better scenes that I do like.
It is pretty good.
I'm gonna have to go with like the meeting of Bill Murray of Ernie McCracken.
So the first time you meet him?
Yeah.
So I would say from at the bowling championship into like the diner, I guess.
Yeah.
The bowling championship until the hand accident also.
I mean, I guess you could technically that
Yeah.
10-minute window of what
That is good too. That is fuck.
I don't know. I
That's
could
very
tell
tough.
my parents I couldn't make it. All right. Quick turnaround. Good, way to
Good
go.
flip.
Awesome. Here we go. If you want to kiss somebody, why don't you kiss these? All right. So I agree with that. All right. Randy Watson Award, best character. What you guys think?
So it's one of those things. I can't talk. We obviously just can't say Big Earn, right? Is it too obvious? He is clear. He's clearly the best character in the movie.
He's the MVP of the movie, but yeah, someone who's in really quick and that's making you laugh. And
if I'm going for the small bit role, then I pick the priest.
yeah,
gamble for money. It's my only vice.
I say.
They're going to priest?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with the priest. If I had to pick like a small character, that's what I'm going with.
I'm going to goat.
the goat in the thing.
In the bowling alley?
Yeah.
I after just rewatching again, I may have just bumped the guy in the chair shouting "pussy" and drinking his own urine above the landlady because she's just so fucking raunchy and disgusting. It's so funny. So I don't know. Yeah, you fucking pussy.
If this is the Marvel universe, she's got the post-credit scene. So when's the landlady sequel coming from the Farrelly brothers?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We have to get the Munson cinematic universe going on. Here.
the true MCU. Oh, that's gross. Again, can't go wrong with any of those. All right.
Listen, we find out how Munson got there. How did she get there? How did the piss drinker get there? We got to get this all figured out.
That's true. Some sort of blip action. I don't know. Someone came in through the quantum realm. I have no idea.
Yeah, this is what happens to all the people that blipped and lost their houses. They're out in Scranton, PA somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So Adrian Balboa, worst character. I'm going with Stanley Osmansky, the dude, the rich dude who's a piece of shit. Yeah, without a doubt. Oh gosh, she's so hot, Claudia. Jesus Christ, that's illegal. All right, so we could, at least we could all agree on how much of a shitbag Stanley is, right?
Yep.
Even the name Stanley.
Like, for all the other characters in the movie who might be like
Stanley's
shitty
out
people, they're at least funny. Like, it's a comedy. He's not even funny the whole time he's in the movie. The nerve.
No.
The nerve.
Yeah, he has not one funny line whatsoever. All right. So, Stanley, you suck. Okay, moving on.
Although he does give us open frame in the 10th I was robbed. But besides that, yeah.
He gives us a very quotable line, but he's still a piece of shit. All right, BTS behind the scenes. So, as is the case with most of the of his films, Bill Murray ad-libbed virtually every line he spoke, including the commercials.
Yep.
He would read over the script, get the general idea, and then discard it. The Farley brothers on the DVD commentary said they were very glad he did because it was funnier. All right, according to the Farley brothers, they'd initially take Lynn Shay, the landlady, seriously after having already cast her in a small role in Dumb and Dumber. At the suggestion of New Line Cinema studio executive Robert Shay, however, when she came in to read for this movie, she was mistaken for a homeless person looking for an ashtray. They politely tried getting her out until realizing it was her in character for the reading. The Farley brothers were blown away and didn't see anyone else for the role. Shay subsequently appeared in more of their films together. All right, let's see. According to Chris Farley's agent...
I'm just curious, who is she in Dumb and Dumber? Because I know who she was in Something About Mary.
I don't even recall. I could check it up real quick, but I'm just
Here, you talk, I'll look it up.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so I have only 3 more points to go on this. So according to Chris Farley's agent, Doug Robinson, Chris was offered the part of Ishmael, but his contractual obligation to appear in Black Sheep derailed this plan. Interesting, right? So that's another casting. What if would have happened or something like that? Cast and replacement. So let's say, could Chris Farley be a better Ishmael? I don't think so. I think it's just a totally different take on it.
Well, the only thing that I don't think so either. But did you say who was also cast originally for the Roy Munson role?
Not yet.
You have that there? You have that there?
So,
I just feel like if there's more physical comedy with
Ishmael.
Like he definitely falls in a bowling alley or something like that.
Yeah, with more stuff like that. Lots of more cocaine. What? Anyway.
Well, they live in a van down by the river.
That's it. So Michael Keaton was originally considered for the role of Roy Munson. How about that?
He was quiet at this point. I mean, Batman.
Yeah, he didn't have any like comedy roles.
I don't think he can be anywhere near as funny as Harrelson is in this.
No.
That's the one that I saw that he was originally.
I think there was like that movie where he was a was it Jack Frost?
Yeah, Jack Frost. Yeah, he's
the snowman.
Yeah, the snowman. Yeah, with
like,
Shannon Elizabeth. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, smoking hot.
I think I tore my sack.
That was like later on though. Was it, or was that around this time frame?
It's mid to late '90s somewhere. Yeah, so it's around here.
So yeah, I can't really see him. Like I watched that and I was like, really, but I can't see him after he did Batman. I can't see him as a sense of a comedy actor. I feel he's more like typecast of like an action hero or a like serious actor, except for the other guys. But that was great because he wasn't really true comedy. It was just his lines were golden. You guys here for the new bath mats? Listen, if you're gonna go over there, you got to creep, got to creep. So like, come on. All right. And Jim Carrey was the first choice of the Farley brothers to play Ernie McCracken. Imagine
Which I
that.
think it would have been. I think it could have worked. It's obviously much better with Bill Murray.
Hands down, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jim Carrey still could have worked probably.
Yeah.
At this time, I don't think you could have made Jim Carrey when did he was a bad guy for
Cable
Batman.
Guy.
Well, for Batman, Cable Guy was
right. Yeah.
Cable Guy
He
was
the
after
Riddler.
this, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying it could have worked where he could have done it because he could have been a bad guy in a comedic way. It's definitely infinitely funnier with Bill Murray.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it could have worked, but not as good.
We wouldn't have gotten. I tell you what, it would have been good, not as great as it is because the ad-libbing from Bill Murray, Jim Carrey, I don't think he ad-libs. He would have stuck more to the script. We wouldn't have gotten such great lines.
He's once again more physical.
Well, to say he would have.
Yes.
I don't think he does the same delivery of Deeper Jonathan, but the problem is that was ad libbed apparently. So he definitely would have.
Yeah,
done that. It would have been completely
it would have been
different.
totally different from like that. It may not have been. I don't know. So, here's my favorite fight scene. Obviously, the best fight scene in the movie because Roy gets his ass kicked several times. This is definitely the best fight scene in the movie. So, that's all I have for the BTS. You guys got anything? Oh my, he's punching the tit. Look at this, a hard nipple.
I was telling Bride this the other day. My favorite trivia for this movie, and you can really say for any Farrelly brother movie, is that
How many times he punched in his tit? Like 5?
it could be that also. But Peter Farrelly, who directed this, has 2 Oscars. He's got one for Best Director and one for Best Original Screenplay. So you can say the person that wrote Kingpin has an Oscar for Best Writing. It's not for this movie, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can still say, you know what? This is a highbrow movie. This is an Oscar performing, or at least an Oscar-winning movie from an Oscar winner, basically. You can put the words together the way they're supposed to go there. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The guy who made this movie is a bona fide director with Oscars. So that means this movie has to be good, and if you don't like it, you're stupid. Anyway, move on.
So I guess that ends BTS, correct?
Yes.
All right.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
All right, so we're on to questions. Can The Rock make this movie better? Where should we put him in the movie? What do you guys got? Anything?
Does he make the movie better? No.
No, it doesn't make the movie better.
I'll just go first. I had him, even though I already said he was my favorite character, I would go with the
priest.
100%.
Exactly.
He's facing the other way. You can't see him. As soon as he turns around, it's the Rock.
It's this jacked priest who's
and then instead of him going through the fucking thing, it's just the Rock fucking Rock bottoming him, giving the people's elbow, and eventually the hand just fucking falls off or something, whatever it is.
My choice is for him to be the strip club owner.
Kind of stupid.
okay.
Naive. Feast your eyes.
You know what?
Him throwing money.
Or the Rock's on the stage next to him.
Or him, you know what? Just think about him being I don't know, they show up to that bowling alley and it's just like Asian brides, the magazine just reading it. No, but I think he's best.
Could he have been the snake charming guy? It put you in my stew.
Could be.
Is it Asian Brides just has a picture of China on the cover instead?
Anyway, all right. So, should there be a sequel franchise TV series in this? No, this one and done. And this one, I can't see anything else going on.
I want 17 years of what Ernie McCracken was up to.
Honestly, that's.
I want to know how the home for hot unwed mothers was founded.
That could be a pretty good miniseries. Maybe
not a sequel. So
not a sequel. So maybe a prequel, 90-minute prequel at best of what he was doing on there. So, all right. If you were to be in the movie, where would you put yourself? What do you guys think?
Shit, I always forget one of the questions, and it's this one, I think.
So,
shit, who dies in this movie? Damn it!
No one's dead in this movie. But where would you put yourself in this movie? I tell you where I would be.
Can I be one of the little Amish? Can I be the little Amish kid that punches Ishmael in the nuts?
Of course,
can I be that one?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be hysterical.
Where could I be? I want to say I'm probably at the Reno casino.
Taking Chris Elliott out on his offer.
That was good. I'm at the Jumper Motel avoiding the shit clouds.
You're that random couple walking by, going to their room.
Yeah, it's a shit cloud. I'm like, what?
There's a shit cloud coming.
People are trying to sleep here.
Yeah. All right, that's where I put myself. All right, so would you like to have a beer with one of the characters?
So it's Claudia, and that's all I came up with.
Yeah, hands down. I say Claudia number one. And I'm like, honestly, months into McCracken.
Ishmael doesn't drink. If you drink with Roy, it's going to get dark pretty quick. And if you're drinking with Ern, you're going to lose a hand, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, but it might be if I have both of them at the same time. It might be worth it because
just get the back and forth.
Yeah, just see them after the 17 years of all that bullshit that's going on, and him taking out his frustration, and just seeing what McCracken says. I'm like, oh, this is golden. So have them two finally hash it out, and then just like over like a bowling drinking shit.
And Claudia can go get the beers while you're drinking. So just keep sending her back to the fridge.
That would be great. So, all right, that's what we got. We got anything else, Brian? What do you think?
Anyone else or no? You're not drinking with anybody else.
Yeah. Well, who would you say? Who do you think? Same thing?
I went Claudia, so.
I think Claudia's is the obvious choice.
It's like a date.
Definitely not the landlord.
Yeah. Claudia's the obvious choice.
Definitely not the guy drinking his own piss.
But I tell you, I think he's going to be a good hang.
That guy.
He's definitely
the piss drinker.
The piss drinker, yeah.
Yo, that's who you come back after and tell him about Claudia. Guess who I said, guess who I fucking hang out with. It's like, I didn't score with her. He's like, pussy. But tell me, basically, I would have banged her.
Well, you sissy, what do you need a purse for?
Oh, here we go. This guy. Fucking tape. All right. So. Where can I forgot how many boos she does. Where can the ancient booer be in this movie? Brian, you have any idea? I think Kev might be the same page with me. Kev, what do you think?
I have an idea.
I think we might be on the same page.
So I'm going. Is it the instant Roy loses the tournament?
No.
That's what I feel like. That's too obvious.
When they're sitting there sweeping up and they find his hand, they get boo, boo. That's where I had it at least. I'm interested to hear what you had now.
When Munson yells at Ishmael, he's good enough for a car. Because he's so mad.
You suck, you loser.
Then you just go, boo! Like to add on to the whole entire thing.
Okay, I'm on board with that.
How fucking stupid. It's like, it's on par with this movie, right? Don't you think? Okay. And Shane's favorite.
Oh, there's only one spot for that.
So I know you were going to say that, so I actually thought of another answer.
All right.
You can say the obvious answer.
Where are we going?
Cool, like the kid back there.
the one and only chase scene is it even a chase scene? Is it escaping or whatever it is that's going on?
I mean, they might be chasing him on a flat rim. Who knows?
All right. So
the one that I came up with, I was like, that's the obvious answer, but just for fun, the first opening scene when Roy he's celebrating winning the state championship, when he rolls the ball and it just stops and it's just spinning in the middle of the lane.
All right.
Start the song right there when it starts to spin on its own. The ball's just spinning in the middle of the lane. You have to cut out of Disco Inferno to get it going, but it's fine.
We can update it to recent. I can see that. Okay. I like that. I actually like that. I could go
outside the box. All right, Kev.
I like that. That's why we bring you along. All right. So, final thoughts on this movie. Who wants to go? Brian, Kev, what do you guys think? What do you think your final thoughts on Kingpin? Oh my God, I forgot he's in drag. I love that. I got a tattoo. I can't be buried.
We'll burn that off in a jiffy.
Burn it off in a jiffy.
Yeah, he has the whole entire fucking big titty chick in the back.
I'll just go. This is a classic movie. Love it. It's one of the ones we grew up watching. Fucking 90s comedy gold. And like I said, we still use it to this day. Like, we still fucking quote this movie that much that, it's in our lives fucking 25
what
years.
What is in his gums
30 years later.
Flossing, like
literally everything he's ever eaten, probably.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Oh my God!
This movie has had
the shaving cream tickle thing.
The way he looks back. This movie has definitely had an impact on us for almost 3 decades. So, yeah, it's a classic, and if it's on, I'm watching it. Like we said, it's a definition of a rewatchable movie where you could pick it up at any point and it don't matter. So just as good as it was back then.
I say, Kev, your thoughts?
So I'm just watching this. It's different, but I'm watching the scene where they're driving towards Reno and he hits the bong right here.
Yeah, that's right.
But it reminds the very end when the brother comes to get him and he's like, "No way, I'm not leaving. It's the 10th frame and it's a close game. And if he wins, we're gonna win $500,000. And I've still got half a beer. And there's no way that I'm leaving right now. Just the throwing of I still got half a beer left is phenomenal." No, so like I said, this is one of my favorite comedies. I said, like, I know it's not as good probably as like a lot of like the comedies that came after the 90s. Like, you get into the 2000s, you get like, we've done stuff like Old School and movies that came after that also, all the Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah.
But this is still one of my favorite comedies of all time, this and Caddyshack. I think it's a 10. I think it's got everything you need in a comedy. It's got fucking dumb shit everywhere. It's got great quotes, and it's just funny as shit. So, phenomenal. And if you don't think so, you're stupid because this is an Academy Award winning director. Just
damn right. So, I have to agree. This, I don't even remember like the trailers for this for it being in the movie theaters. I don't even know if we even saw it at the theaters, but I remember
I saw it on VHS. I rented it from Blockbuster.
It coming and I remember just watching it nonstop at home. Because it was just so fucking funny, and it's great. Like from start to finish, it's a funny movie. Still to this day, there's not much cursing, very rare cursing going on, and it's just hysterical throughout the entire thing. Like the tattoo of the girl in the back.
Look at the face.
Like I love it. Like, who would think a bowling movie would be this funny? Of everything that's going on, and I love Bill Murray in this movie. I said from early in the podcast, his character, him just elevated, like my respect for him as an actor. He was great, like such a comedy douche in this movie. I hate him, but then I don't want to. I love him so much. Definitely a rewatchable movie without a doubt. No matter whatever it's on, no matter what point it is, I'm just gonna watch it and sit down and finish the entire movie. So that's it. Go watch Kingpin, enjoy it, laugh with us, and let us know what you guys think is best. And thank you. That's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in and joining us on our Twitch stream. I hope you enjoy as much as you enjoy reviewing and we enjoy enjoying this movie. Our next episode will be as always. So, we used to be planned, but we like to go on the fly, and whatever goes with it, we'll find out. That's it. Cheers.